What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk again about Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson reportedly had an altercation with a boyfriend. I actually spoke about this on my other channel. It's a very, very underreported story. A lot of the usual websites are not speaking about this. I wonder why. Because I guarantee you, if Sha'Carri's boyfriend was the one putting his hands on her, it'd be everywhere. But the media is trying to protect Sha'Carri Richardson. This is why this is a very underreported story. You won't even see this trending on Twitter. It's very weird. This woman went out of her way to not only shove her boyfriend multiple times, shoving him hard, she also threw her headphones at him when he was trying to walk away from her. Now again, my first commentary where I spoke about the news story, it's in the description box. You can go and check it out. But I want to speak on Sha'Carri Richardson and where she's become. You know, I thought that Sha'Carri had turned the page. It looks like she had gotten her career back on track and she got into this relationship where she seems to be in love. It's funny because she really has no pictures of this dude, Christian, her boyfriend, who's also a sprinter. She has no pictures of him on her socials. And it's not like she's trying to keep the relationship private because there are numerous pictures of them that float around on social media. There's even like social media pages that have dedicated themselves to this couple. So why is it that she doesn't have this dude on her socials? That's usually a red flag. Not to say she has to, but it's clear that she values her own self and her own career. She wants it to be known that it's just about her. That's what women do in relationships. You know, a woman is not fully committed to that relationship. She doesn't showcase it. Not to say that she has to always showcase it, but every now and again, just to update people, right? But when you don't see, especially women, post about their relationships, they usually have one foot out the relationship. Now, Sha'Carri was in a relationship with a female before she got with Christian, and she accused that particular woman of being abusive. And she separated herself from that woman. This was during the time when her career was sort of not in the right place, just wasn't focused, wasn't in that competitive mindset and spirit. So when that relationship went away, she got herself on, it looked like she got herself on track. And then out of nowhere, she's dating Christian. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I saw a picture from 2015. It looks like it was her and Christian. Looked like they possibly could have dated when they were teenagers. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But in the picture, it looked like him with her. So maybe they've known each other, have dated off and on. But the fact that this story with Sha'Carri Richardson isn't more talked about just tells you the hypocrisy. You see, Christian, he's a sprinter. He has a lot to lose. He went out of his way to avoid an altercation, but she continued to follow him and push him, throw her headphones at him. This is a woman who claims she was in an abusive relationship where she was the victim. But how come she just couldn't control herself and say and think for 1 minute, you know what, we're in an airport. I could lose a lot, he could lose a lot. But in her mind, her anger was more important than her career because they got everything on camera. They haven't put the video out yet. You know, maybe if I missed it, TMZ hasn't even spoken about this. They haven't gotten any video. Y'all see how they was able to get that Diddy video with Cassie, but they haven't gotten this video. And apparently, I don't think this story is really recent, but it happened. And she got with a 4th degree assault charge, something that she may even get a slap on the wrist. You see the hypocrisy here. Sha'Carri has always had issues. People just ignore them because they want her to succeed. They see this girl with all these tattoos and the colorful wigs, and you got women, unfortunately, especially melanated women, that see themselves in Sha'Carri. Up until she does something like this, then they have nothing to say. They're not reposting her and her boyfriend. They're trying to ignore the situation until this dies down and blows over. So let me rehash some of the details of what happened. Since there are a lot of media outlets, y'all know who they are, who are not speaking about this. They are ignoring it as if it didn't happen. Now, this is according to Newsweek. The 25-year-old sprinter was booked into the South Correctional Entity, SCORE, in Des Moines, Washington, 6:54 p.m. local time Sunday and released Monday at 1:13 p.m. Despite the arrest, Richardson competed Thursday in the opening round of the women's 100 meters at the U.S. Track and Field Championships in Eugene, Oregon. According to the police report, a Transportation Security Administration (TSA) supervisor notified airport officers of a disturbance between Richardson and her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman. Airport surveillance footage reportedly showed Richardson grabbing Coleman's backpack and yanking it away then appearing to block his path as he attempted to move around her. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? But women claim that they're victims and they have no protection. But you see how she's going out of her way to cause a confrontation? Like, oh, you're not going to walk away. You know, you're going to confront her. The report indicates that Coleman was shoved into a wall, and Richardson appeared to throw an item, potentially headphones, at Coleman. Coleman, also a world-class sprinter and former world champion, declined to participate further in the investigation and declined to be considered a victim in the case. You see, men put up with a lot of BS in relationships. People have no idea what men, especially men who have something to lose, put up with. They put up with a lot from these heifers. And some men just get to a point where they can't take it anymore and they lose it. Richardson's athletic resume includes winning the 100 meters at the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, earning silver at the Paris Olympics, and contributing to the U.S. 4x100 relay team's Olympic gold medal. See, he has something to lose, and she knows this. He doesn't want to participate, which means nothing is going to happen to this heifer. She's going to blow up again. And I said that Christian needs to distance himself from her. What can she really do if he distance himself? She assaulted him and it's on camera. So no matter what she tries to say he did to her, she's on video in a public place trying to elicit a reaction out of him just so she can play the victim. You know what the parallels between this and Xavier Worthy's situation? Xavier Worthy, just coming off a rookie NFL season, went all the way to the Super Bowl, caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl, right? And then he goes home to a cheating track and field participant because she doesn't win anything. And the similarity is there. She even looks similar to Sha'Carri Richardson. Just very weird. What is it with these female track and fielders who are getting into it with their boyfriends? You see, in Xavier Worthy's situation, I think it's jealousy. She's jealous that he's more successful than her, makes more money than her. So you know what she does? She cheats on him in his own house. Sha'Carri Richardson is with a guy who's successful as a sprinter. And I guess when you're dating somebody who's in the same sport as you, it may breed jealousy and contempt. And that could play a part into it. But something is wrong with these track and field girls, especially the American ones, who are losing their minds. It looks to me like she doesn't have any respect for him. Because I'm telling you this, if she actually respected Christian, she would have never put her hands on him. But she doesn't respect him. So you know what she does? She puts her hands on him. Women do not respect men, especially if they're putting their hands on them. And men have to understand this. If a woman puts her, because I bet you this ain't the first time this happened. This has probably happened before. Sha'Carri Richardson has mental issues. She has mental issues. She don't know whether she want to date women or men. And I just think that the best thing for him to do would be to walk away from the relationship, because what's going to happen is that she's going to go out of her way to make herself a victim and make him look bad, so he loses everything. Sometimes it's okay to walk away. Sometimes it's okay to say, you know what, I want nothing to do with this relationship. But some of these men can't do that. They can't walk away for whatever reason. I think he should, because when a woman puts her hands on you once, she has no respect for you. If a woman respects a man, she's not putting her hands on him. So many dudes foolishly believe that if a woman puts her hands on them, she loves them. No, she's looking to control you. She don't have no respect for you. You know, she sees you as an annoyance, a hindrance. And these guys don't understand this. And listen, all a woman would have to do is once, as far as putting her hands on me. It's not going to work. I can't be with an abusive woman. Sha'Carri Richardson is an abusive woman. Everybody's trying to not talk about it, letting it blow over. This is why videos like this is important, to remind people that it ain't just the men abusing women. Women are just as abusive as men are, because women understand their social power. Women have a social power, and that social power is convincing the world that only men are abusive to them. And they have done a good job at that. And that is why guys like me and others, we have to be able to bring this to the forefront, the truth, because there's a lot of lies and misinformation. Women understand that they can cry wolf and people believe it. And that is why it's important for us to shut down this narrative. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me thought the video and share it. Make sure y'all follow me on the Patreon. I revamped the page, link in the description box. Subscribe to all my other channels and follow the socials, and I'll see y'all next one.